What is happening, guys? It's your boy TC back with another video. So we know it's the cup final day. We've been waiting for a very, very long time for this day to come along, but of course the day has arrived. The teams are certainly getting ready now. I'm certainly getting ready and getting geared up for this particular final. So of course, as mentioned, extremely excited. The reason for putting out this video is just to gauge and measure how you guys are feeling about the final. Truthfully speaking, personally speaking, the nerves are starting to kick in. The pre-final jitters, of course, if you want to call them that. But of course, extremely exciting that we find ourselves in the final anyway. But I wanted to speak about the fact that there is two reasons for this particular final, of course, in my own opinion. The first one being we need to end that 25-year run without winning a European Cup. It's been so long without us winning a European Cup. Of course, it's not the top tier European Cup we would all like to win, the Champions League. However, this will certainly suffice. We have been winning cups in recent years, of course, in the form of the FA Cup. Nothing too exciting. Missed out on a couple of opportunities to win the league, but this needs to end that 25-year barren run in Europe. I will be going through the comments shortly. Guys, once I obviously finish saying what I need to say, but of course, yes, I am expecting an Arsenal win. But yeah, of course, the main reason for this final, in my opinion, or the main outcome, really, as a minimum, will be ending that 25-year European barren run. Yes, crypto money team, the nerves are certainly starting to kick in. Henry, we're winning 2-1. Yeah, I'd expect a very narrow victory if we are going to be winning. Of course, Chelsea will be extremely difficult to beat. Last time out, we actually beat them, I do believe, 2-0. JCR, no hype. Of course, no hype. You want to stay as calm as possible. Henry, it's a must-win fast. Yes, it is indeed. But yeah, the point I was making really was, the 25-year barren run in Europe has to end. 2006, we came close, took the lead even in the Champions League final against Barcelona. But Barcelona's might and strength ended up showing through. JCR says a 5-2 win. Wow. Seem extremely confident. Hopefully, I'll take a 5-2 win. A 1-0 win I'll take. Any form of a win I'll definitely take. And the second reason I believe we need to obviously win this cup, it's pretty much obvious, this particular reason, and that is that we need to qualify for the Champions League. Simple as. It's going to be an extremely disappointing season if we don't find ourselves in the Champions League. This is the last resort. This is the back door in terms of us getting into that Champions League competition. Yes, we may struggle if we do find ourselves in the competition next season, but as long as we are playing in that competition next season, this season I do believe will be counted as a successful season. And another reason, really a bit of a selfish reason though, I generally get Tuesdays and Wednesdays off through work, and playing Thursday nights haven't really helped because I have to go to work. If we come back on a Tuesday or Wednesday, that will make my life extremely easier. But those are the two reasons really why we need to win this particular competition. We spoke numerous times in terms of why Unai Emery as a manager has got the pedigree in terms of actually going out and winning this competition. And I've got great hopes for tonight. I really do have great hopes. Henry says Chelsea's already in Champions League, so they may not be up for a good performance. Hopefully, that's what I'm hoping for, that they know that they've qualified for the Champions League, but we don't need to take away. We need to take away the fact that as well that Maurizio Sarri hasn't won a major cup before. Never ever won a major cup as a manager. But of course, he would also want to break that duck as well, in terms of actually winning a competition as a manager, a major competition that is. So he's got something to prove himself. Whereas Unai Emery has won it 3 times. On a personal level, doesn't really need to prove anything, but Sarri has got a lot to prove. Plus, supposedly, according to reports, his job is in the balance in terms of his job security over at Chelsea, which is always the case with any managers out there. So, of course, it's going to be an interesting final. Expecting an Arsenal win, might be going with my heart, but expecting an Arsenal win all the time, of course. And as mentioned earlier on in the video, it's going to be an extremely tight game. Fine margins in it. I do believe we may end up maybe scraping a 2-1 victory, of course. But once the game is done and dusted, I will come back and I'll definitely update you guys. Henry says he's not winning that trophy. Hopefully not. Let's stay positive. From 8 o'clock onwards, we'll definitely be keeping you guys updated. If you don't follow me on Twitter, make sure you do follow me on Twitter. The handle on my Twitter account is I Am Gonna Talk, so you can definitely find me on there. I will certainly be interacting with other fans throughout the whole match, of course, and I'll be watching the game with Alex from Cannon Fodder, as well as his brother Ralph and Terry Hogan as well. So I'm due to meet those guys in any second now. But as usual, please do let me know what you think in the comments below. If you're watching this video and you're not subscribed to the channel, please do make sure that you do hit that subscribe button. So once again, guys, it's your boy TC from I'm Gonna Talk TV, and I'm out.